first time you log in, when the program comes up, you'll see that over here you have login failed. That's because we have not set up our automatic login and password. So what you need to do is just go over here to the Update Data tab, tap on that, and then you'll want to type in your username and your password. And you can see down here it's confirming you're logged in, as well as up here. Once you've done this, you don't have to ever do it again. It'll just automatically log you in every time you launch the program. The next step is you just want to click on the Winds tab, where we'll actually spend most of our time. You can see down in the corner here it's loading the Winds data. This will take a while. It could take even up to a minute or so if you have a slower connection. It's probably easiest to look at everything on the screen first to understand what it means. So up here we've got your starting airport and your destination airport for your flight. Now you don't need to put the letter K in, but just put in the rest of the identifier. Below that you have three tabs here, but really for the Winds Aloft we're only using the Winds tab. The Update Data tab, we just use it that first time to log in, but it's automatic now, so we just stick to this tab. Below that you've got an air profile, and you can have a number of defaults of different types of aircraft in there. You can also create your own profiles. This is the edit button that allows you to go in and modify existing air profiles or create new ones. Below that, the ceiling displayed here, that's just the maximum ceiling of a particular aircraft that you've selected. And below that, same thing with the airspeed. Now, if we go below that, we can display the Winds Aloft for either all flight levels, just strictly the VFR ones, or the IFR ones. And you do have an option here. You can have a forecast of the next hour, what it's going to be, or you can go all the way out to 18 hours. Over to the right here, where it says Display Wind Level, what you do is you can just select a certain flight level in here, and this will show you what the winds are for that flight level. On the range indicator you can tap on this and go in closer, and it'll give you a close-up and show you how fast these winds are. To the right hand side is just graphically displaying the flight levels. For instance, FL90 would be 9,000 feet. Let's just set up a sample flight. So in this case, let's say we're going from Wichita to Dallas-Fort Worth. And in this case, we're using one of those default profiles for Cessna 182. You can see over on the right-hand side, it breaks out every flight level here, and it tells you your estimated time en route and how many gallons you'd burn. This, of course, includes the gallons to climb to that altitude. So you can go through here and figure out which would be the best flight level. But of course, you may be flying IFR, in which case you would just click over here and it would show you only those IFR flight levels to give you a better idea, or VFR for that matter. You can also go in here and say, I don't want to see the next hour, I want to see 8 hours ahead or 12 hours ahead, whatever the case is. You can go all the way up to 18 hours ahead on that information. Let's say in this case we need to change the profile to your aircraft, which you'll probably need to do this anyways, because even though we have some default profiles in here, even if you own that particular aircraft, your performance numbers are probably different from the book. So in this case, what we want to do is just do a completely new fictitious aircraft. Just hit Edit, and everything's highlighted in blue for the aircraft type here. Let's just type in another type of aircraft. You can type in your tail number, of course. That would work just as well. Next, what you want to do is add the altitudes, because depending on your performance numbers, you're either getting this information in 2,000 foot increments, 2,500, 3,000, who knows, it's all different. So let's just say it's 2,000 feet. So you would type it in just like this, Okay, and what's your true airspeed at the fuel setting that you're going to have? Say it's 35 knots, and just say we're burning 9 gallons. And how many gallons did you burn to get to 2,000 feet? Just say 1.2, I guess. Okay, we're going to add another altitude. Same thing, nothing special here. It doesn't matter what the altitudes are. Basically, we interpolate between them, so you'll still get the same information you need. Just go over here. Obviously, if one of these altitudes that you put in is wrong, just highlight it over here and hit delete altitude. Okay, so we're going to add 6,000 feet. And you would do this all the way up to your ceiling. So once you finish all of these, you would just hit the save button and just hit done over here. And now with this list, you will have this new one that will appear in the list the next time that you can just select.